106.7 WIZN. It's Aerosmith with Ragdoll. Alice in Chains. Before that, Joe Vega taking you through your Wednesday rocket ride home. And I'm joined now by Ben Barry from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Hello, Ben.
Hello, Joe.
So I'm calling because I was having a debate with some friends the other night. We were watching the news, and they were talking about how President Trump, in his final month or so of office, is probably going to start handing out the pardons. And some of the people that they were mentioning on the news who they thought were going to get pardons were people who, as far as I know at least, have not only never been convicted of a crime, but have never been charged with a crime. So I guess my question for you is it possible that the president can pardon someone for a crime that they haven't even been charged with?
It is absolutely possible.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution permits it, and that power has also been recognized previously in court cases, particularly this old court case from the 1800s, late 1800s, Ex parte Garland. That case deals with this square on. We've seen this in more recent history when President Ford pardoned former President Nixon during the
Watergate.
The Watergate scandal. And so we actually have two cases on point.
So does he have to specify about what crimes he's pardoning?
I don't think so. To my knowledge, I don't think that there is any specificity that has to be provided with respect to that pardon. It does not grant a pardon into the future. Let's say somebody committed fraud the 2 days before President Trump leaves office. He gives them a pardon the day after, which is a blanket pardon. There's been no indictment. There's been no charges filed. And President Trump just says, from this day and before, this person's pardoned from all of these offenses. And that person then, a month later, commits the same offense, then that pardon does not extend to that offense. But it is the case that you don't necessarily have to be brought up on formal charges. Those offenses don't necessarily need to be known at the time of the pardon. And so I do think that there's the ability to kind of provide a pretty substantial absolution of liability for criminal offenses. Now, I think that the larger question that people are asking is whether or not President Trump can pardon himself. I don't think that there is good case law on that particular point. It would be very interesting if that is what the plan for President Trump is. It will certainly cause a lot of constitutional law professionals to kind of say, what? And I imagine that there would be some challenge to that, and ultimately it would play itself out in the Supreme Court, and we'd get a decision, and then 20 years from now, when another president does that, we would have case law on that particular point. But right now, it doesn't seem to me, anyways, that there is any case that would support that sort of thing. It might be a case of first impression for the Supreme Court, and I think all lawyers across the land would be interested to read that decision and to see how that affects our understanding of the framework of the Constitution. But as far as other people are concerned, he has the absolute ability under Article 2, Section 2 to grant those pardons even if no formal charges have been filed.
Well, thank you for clearing that up. Ben Barry from Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
Thank you, Joe.
Remember, you can call Ben at any time at 1-800-LAW-1010 or go online to 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Mel Allen's taking over. He's got music from Van Halen and Queen next.